All right, we're going to talk about circles, specifically finding the area and the circumference of circles. Since this is on my iPad, you don't get to see how these two circles fit together and make a spinner. So if you're watching at home and we're absent, you're going to cut these two shapes out and then put a hole right here and here, putting the smaller circle on top of the bigger circle, and push a brad through it so that it spins. If you don't have a brad, you can get one from me at school. All right, so we're going to talk about circles and about the area and circumference of circles. So one thing I think we need to know is what is area and what is circumference. The area is the space inside a circle, just like the area of any other shape. And the formula for that is pi r squared. So pi times radius, that's what the r stands for, times radius again. The circumference is like the perimeter of the circle, or the distance around the circle, and that formula is pi times diameter. To remind you guys, the diameter is the distance all the way across a circle, and a radius is the distance halfway across a circle. And also, this is the approximation we're going to use for pi, 3.14. There are other approximations of pi, like 22/7. I think you guys would rather use a decimal since you're using a calculator. If you have a fancy calculator with a pi button, please don't use that pi button because your answer will be different than everybody else's because it's a longer estimate of pi. If we all use 3.14, then we'll all get the same answer. All right, let's try some. Let's start with circumference. So let me get a little bit smaller pencil here. The circumference is pi times the diameter. In this circle, the diameter is 20, so I'm going to do pi, which is 3.14 times 20, because that's the diameter. Remember, you are allowed to use a calculator as long as you show all of your work, and this is enough work, what I've just written down. So 20 times 3.14 is 62.8. It's meters because it's the distance around a circle, not the space inside, so we don't have to square that unit. It's just 62.8. I read it backwards. All right. Let's do the next circumference. I think I can actually rotate these notes. Let's see. Ta-da! Okay, so again, circumference is pi times diameter. But this time they didn't give us the diameter, they gave us the radius. So if the radius is 5 halfway across the circle, then the diameter must be 10. So I'm going to do pi, which is 3.14, times the diameter, which is 10. I don't even need a calculator for that because I'm just going to move the decimal one place to the right. And that's also meters. All right, let's move on to area. Remember that area of a shape is the distance inside. I went a little too far there. There we go. Okay. So the area formula is, I think I need to touch out of the box. The formula for the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. The radius in this circle is 3, so 3.14 times 3 squared. This is very important. If you're using a calculator and you type in 3.14 times 3 and then hit the squared button, it won't square the 3, it will square the product of 3.14 and 3, and you will get it wrong. So you either need to do like order of operations, write exponents before multiplying, and then you could, if you do that, you're going to get 9 because 3 squared is 9, so you would do 3.14 times 9. Or you can do 3.14 times 3 because that's what 3 squared is. So in your calculator, 3.14 times 9 is 28.26. it's meters, but this time our units will be squared, meters squared, because it literally means that you could fit 28.26 squares that are 1 meter by 1 meter inside a circle that has a radius of 3 meters. All right, moving on here, last example. So finding the area again of a circle that has a diameter of 12. Here's my formula. Always a good idea to write the formula down first. Pi is 3.14. This time 12 is the distance across, so that's the diameter. For the formula for area, we need the radius, and radius is half the distance across, so we'll do 6 squared. So we're going to do the exponent first. 6 times 6 is 36. Or you can write out 3.14 times 6 times 6. It's the same thing. When I multiply that, I get 113.04. Again, it's meters squared because area is always measured in square units. That's all. Thanks for watching.